start the recording. And, oh yeah, I have to flip the board first here. Flip. Okay. So Baltic defense, pressure down here. I've seen this stuff before. It's crazy. Okay. And now the problem down here is solved. I've got a tempo here. Center opened up. That kind of ties the bishop down a little bit because of the pressure down here. Okay, game seems even. But well, black could always fianchetto. Other than that, he's going to have to chase that queen out of there to continue. So he decides to go for a queen exchange. Now, I don't really like going for a queen exchange because we're just trading pieces and making the game tougher to go anywhere. Okay. Let's see. So, he has to keep the knight out of here. Watch f7. He does. Okay, so this knight's on the lurch. This would be a good capture for white. So he comes back. Although, for the moment, you can't really go here because you hang this pawn. We can always play f6, which is what he does. And I'll probably redeploy the knight to e7. Okay. Game seems even. Uh-oh, look what we had. When I say it's even, the exchange is dropped.
Check.
Okay, so sorry to say it, but black is losing. And I think he won this game. So that means that white didn't pursue his advantage. So that was the problem with f6. We had to make sure that we kept this threat of bishop e6 under control. So we had the rook up here to defend f7. So now maybe we need to just put the rook back. Or we can't play this move because of a bishop here. So we have to let the knight sit there for a minute. Well, what do we do? Aside from rook d8. See, rook d8 will allow us to bring the knight over. I don't like b5. That just makes these pawns kind of silly. Can always leave the knight there for a while. We can't bring the other rook off the back rank. We unprotect it. So I would say rook d8 is safe. Then bring the knight here and maybe put him on g6. See if he can get anywhere on e5. Okay, so there goes the exchange.
Check.
So the question is, why doesn't white win this? Okay, pressure on e4. Now this might be a threat. Force white to step into a pin. They cleared that square so he didn't have to get pinned. So black's biggest compensation is the light squares because he has the light squared bishop and black doesn't, or white doesn't. I'm not sure what he can do with these light squares. Now there's light square. And there's light square too, but I don't know. That knight looks like it might get trapped. I guess it's well defended, but let's hold a moment here. See, the problem with this knight is on its own it can't get out. Wait, let me get rid of that arrow. Okay, the knight on its own can't get out. It's threatening to win a pawn, but where does it get out from there? It gets out on f3. So what if white played rook here? Okay. Now, We're not threatening the knight because the bishop guards it, but that's going to change. So let's take this and then put the rook here. Now the knight needs to move. Now we also had rook down here, but we'll look at that too. But let's look at this move. Now the knight comes back. Now let's swing this rook over. So what does black do here? You know, that knight is trapped. So let's just burn a move. You know, this is coming. And, you know, white's up a knight for a pawn. So, and then here, we can still go here. And then we can munch on this. And, you know, black's problem is that knight is still kind of stuck there. So let's try to find a way to get him out. Okay. You know, there is no way to get him out that way, so we can't steal that pawn. See, we can't steal the pawn, so we gotta try to undermine black's or white's pawn structure somehow. That's the most direct way. Now let's say white plays rook f2. Swap, swap. Okay. Now, trying to find a square for that knight to go to. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this might solve white black's problem. So white played rook here guarding the pawn, but it seems he can play this because once again knight takes, attacks, and it's too late for this. So on this, black needs to apparently find this move. And but you know, white has some other ideas, tricks up his sleeve. Let's do that. Okay, just leave that knight sitting there on f3. Okay, so now we got this pawn to run. Now are we getting anywhere? Takes, 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 and takes. Now here, black managed to win a pawn, but he's still down a knight for 2 pawns. I mean, this is winning for white. So let's try to get him out this way. Okay, bishop here. Now the knight has a retreat. Now if you put the knight here, there's a trick. Maybe, you know, we have discoveries and such, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, look at this.
Check.
And if that was there, probably that. No, the bishop covers it. Oh boy, am I blind today. Okay. Well, bishop e5. I don't know. This looks aggressive. Knight d5. Just looks like a great square for the knight. So, but I guess we get this out. Let's see. So maybe black can get the knight out. You know, the higher the rate of the players, the more likely they see these ideas and concepts of trapping the knight. You got to be careful when one of your guys gets deep into enemy territory. He's got to have a path to get back. If it's sealed off, you know, it could spell disaster. So the Grandmaster is going to have to analyze this perfectly, and he'll be capable of it. We mortals, We could figure it out, but we're more likely probably not to than to solve it. So this might save black, this idea of, so, you know, the point is that when he takes back the pawn, we've cleared a square for the knight to run to. So we can defend that. Now we have to take back with a piece. And, you know, this thing is falling. You know, now there's problems down here. Kaboom. Yeah, it's very interesting stuff. So white chooses this, but black's got still has a problem down here. What should he do? Well, he could play this just to try to hold those white pawns back. He finds my move anyway. And my move there, the previous move, is impossible now. So now white is winning that knight. Unless you can get away with g5. We're going to take this way. Okay, found a way out. And now the knight runs away. But it's not that easy for the knight still. I mean, this pawn can come out here. And, well, I guess maybe the knight has this, but he's still stuck back there. So let's look at my move. The threat is to, well, here, we're going to move. We'll try to find a better defense. Now you get this square back, but this is covered. So let's see. We go there, the knight takes it. We go there, the bishop takes it. Meanwhile, the knight has this square to run to. Now he's getting it out. He found a resource. Okay, good job. Okay, there goes a pawn. This is looking grim for black. And here he just pitches the exchange. Wow. Okay, so black is alive, but he's still down a pawn. He's got the bishop pair. He was threatening to pin the rook. He went there anyway. Now two bishops can run circles around the rook. That's what they're trying to do. It looks like black has compensation. He's got the open file. Those bishops are very, very strong.
Check.
I mean, look at the squares his bishops control. You know, we're looking at forward squares. These are a lot of squares in white's position. You know. I mean, sometimes you have a couple of bishops on the board, and you only have a few squares that they control. But not so in this case. Okay, so bishop there.
Check.
And now he stole the knight.
Check.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so black is a piece up. And apparently white resigned here because this is coming. So, you know, sometimes we lose games we should win, and sometimes we win games we should lose. And sometimes we draw games we should win, and sometimes we draw games we should lose. In theory, if you get a winning game, you need to win it. Okay? That's the theory. Gotta play more. Okay, so I'm going to stop